Hi everyone, it's Sally here from the ICE team, here for another Think Big Thursday. So today's big question is, what does God look like? I wonder if you've ever thought of that question before. Maybe you've got a picture in your head of what you think God looks like. You might even have drawn a picture in RE class. Sometimes we see God portrayed in the media, on TV or in cartoons. Often he's portrayed as an old man in the clouds looking down at life on earth. So is that what God looks like? Well, no. In fact, no one has ever accurately drawn a picture of God. And there's a reason for that. Because we don't see God in the way that we see anyone else. You see, Christians believe that God is so big, so wonderful, so good, that to see him with our human eyes, in our imperfect bodies, with all the things that we do wrong, it would just kill us. He's too great. He's too amazing. Our minds would just be blown if we were to see him face to face. Now that doesn't mean that people haven't met with God in different ways. In fact, throughout the Bible, we see people spend time in God's presence. Now that might be God giving them an image or a vision or a picture of what heaven is like. In the Bible, we see a burning bush where someone comes close and God speaks to them from the bush. It might be an angel visiting and speaking God's words to a person. And each of those times, even those little glimpses of God, are amazing, and people fall down on their faces in wonder with how great God is. There's a story in the Bible of a man called Moses who asked to see God face to face. Now he spent a lot of time with God and God used him for amazing things. So he was used to speaking to God. But God said to him, I can't let you see my face and live. You couldn't live if you saw me. But what he did was he placed Moses in between two rocks and covered him as he and all his goodness went past. And then, as he retreated, Moses was able to see his back. And even that was wonderful. Moses again fell to his face, and then when he went down the mountain to see the people he'd been leading, his face shone so bright with the glory of God that they were scared to go close to him. He covered his face with a veil so that they could talk to him again comfortably. So no one has ever seen God face to face. Also, God is a spirit. He is not like you and me. Now, I have a body, you have a body. I have eyes, I have hands, I have feet. And I am limited to one place in one time. I can't be here and in New Zealand and in the Amazonian rainforest at the same time. I'm limited. But God is not limited. He can be in all those places at once, and he can be throughout time as well, because he is not limited like you and I are. He is not a person in the same way that you and I are, with a body. But that doesn't mean he's not a person. The Bible tells us that he thinks, he feels, he acts, and he does all these things perfectly because he is God. Now that can be quite hard for us to get our heads around because normally for us, a person is someone we can see. So you might think, well, if I can't see God, is he not real? Well, Christians believe that just because we can't see God doesn't mean he's not there. To help us, maybe the picture of the wind or the air around us can help you. See, you can't see this air here. You can't see the air that I've just blown. You can't see the wind as it moves the trees. You can't see the puff of air that blows out your birthday candles. But that doesn't mean it's not there. We see it by the effects. We see the air I blow into these bubbles here. We see the air as I blow out a candle. We see the wind move the leaves. Just because we can't see God doesn't mean he's not there. Doesn't mean he's not acting. We can look and see the way that God is working in the world and enjoy seeing his goodness at work. We can see creation, all this amazing nature around us. And the Bible tells us about the Creator, the one who made it all. So although we can't see God with our eyes, we can see all the things that God is doing and that God has done. And finally, God did give us a way to see him. And that is through Jesus. The Bible tells us that Jesus is God in human flesh. The Son of God come down to earth so that we could see what God is like in person, in a way we could see, hear, smell, touch, high five. Now, Jesus wasn't anything spectacular on the outside. He was no male model, but he showed us God's heart. He showed us that God is a servant king. He put other people before himself. He showed us God's mercy in how he treated people who'd done wrong and he forgave them. He showed us God's kindness in how he healed people and gave them a second chance at life. And he showed us God's great love for us when he died on the cross, so that we could be forgiven for all the wrong things that we do and get to know God for ourselves. See, Christians believe that we can't see God as we are in our imperfect human states when we do wrong things. But one day, thanks to what Jesus did on the cross, we will get to see God face to face. And we'll be able to enjoy his presence, being with him forever. So I hope that's answered any big questions you had about what God looks like. I look forward to seeing you again soon. But for now, from me, goodbye.